Right, well, episode 1 with Sean McAleavey and now guests. Big smile.
I have to look presentable.
Well, I'm the exact same as you. I don't know literally what is going on or what to do. Mm-hmm. For people that are literally rolling their eyes basically being like, oh, I can't believe he brought on his girlfriend for his first episode, or he brought on his girlfriend as a guest of his own show. It's pretty nerve-wracking doing a podcast with guests.
Yeah.
And I don't want someone coming on here and basically sitting down and next thing everything breaks. At least if it breaks in front of you, you'll be like, well, I expect this because it's you.
Yeah, I don't mind as much.
Like.
Also, I rolled my eyes as well when you said, would you be my guest? I was like,
yeah. And then I said it in front of your sister, and your sister was also like, you're going to have Aislinn as your guest.
Yeah, so this is taking a lot of persuasion. But I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart.
Yeah, you don't want to be here, but you've been dragged here out of nothing but love and affection.
Yeah, bribed. You can go to Kamaka.
Oh yeah, I tried to actually bribe you with ice cream to get you on. And a week ago, Aislinn would have took the arm clean off me, I think.
I don't know.
But everyone's now in there. We're all now in our healthy kicks. I got on the scales when was this? A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And had an absolute
heart
attack. I'm pretty sure I stunned them. The scales were even shouting. They're like, ah!
Yeah, they broke.
What happened? So yeah, at least we're not going to be them people that came out of lockdown and it's like, look at the state of them. Like you don't want to be that person. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, like you've still been cutting your hair and you've still like been healthy-ish.
Yeah, I still have one chin.
Exercising. Yeah, still have one chin.
Still have one. Like I don't know. I expect to see some people after this and be like,
what happened?
Like, dude.
People know themselves, so...
It's like, you're the reason there's no food in the shop, so it's just obviously... No.
That's brutal.
Yeah, but it's true, like, there's going to be people that come out that are... I think that you're going to have... There's 3 people, so there's, like, people like, say, me and you that have just been like, right...
Whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. And then there's going to be people that have come out and pure hit, like, the fitness trains, like, this is the time to get motivated, this is the time to get in shape.
Oh, sign up to every PT going.
Yeah, so, like...
proper shred city.
It was, like, every morning, get up and do your workouts, home workouts, and go for runs. And you'll have
eating
all them...
egg whites for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, like.
So you'll have those people that are... Probably the smartest way you could have done it, actually, like come out all shredded looking and whatnot, and then you're going to have the people that I was saying as literally they were the people that cleaned out the shops, didn't stop eating, didn't do any exercise, didn't get out of bed God knows 12 o'clock in the day.
Well, I've been sort of on that side too.
Yeah,
just in case. Maybe I'm more in that category then.
Yeah, but we don't look it. That's the point. The point is,
thank you.
We don't look it. And we know deep down and inside that it's like, Jesus Christ. It's time to move.
Well, I am exercising and going and doing things.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm the same. I was in the middle of lockdown. I thought it was the same. Like, you know, I was trying to like do exercise and stuff. But there was one morning I actually got up and did a workout in this very room. By the way, I probably cut that segment. The reason we were recording here and in this room and things look different from the normal podcast setup is because I am officially homeless.
You have a home. You're in your home right now.
Yeah, I'm
your parents' home. You're
in
your parents' home.
I'm back in the. Yeah, back living at home, basically.
That's a lot of people, really.
Yeah, but long story short, basically our landlord was like, yeah, you should probably be able to stay up in your house in Belfast this year. We have an absolute wonder deal on a house that is the cheapest in Belfast by a landslide. Yeah. And the house is actually decent, and my room was good, and I could do all my videos out of it, but now it's turned into, oh no, my son wants to move into that house, so we got the boot. And I'm Belfast homeless now.
So am I.
Yeah, and so are you, so... But at least you have a proper job coming up. I'm also working a job. This is what the other problem was. I'm working a job that's basically 20 hours a week. So do you justify being in Belfast, living up there all the time for 20 hours a week? Well, I mean, I could justify going to university for 12 hours a week.
Yeah,
and
so
having a house
with
there,
work you could probably justify more, like.
Yeah, but
no.
Yeah, so I wanted to get this. I have all this equipment sitting here, and I wanted to get it going. So number 1, that's why Aislinn's on, because I need someone to test it. Number 2, it's in this room because I have physically nowhere else I can possibly.
It's the only suitable room.
It's the only suitable room. My house, we live in a bungalow. There's 6 people live here. I actually don't even have my own bedroom. I share a room with my brother. So, like...
It's homely. It's very homely and family.
Is it? Are you just being nice?
No, it is, because you're so close-knit, and there's like, everyone's just everyone. It's nice, there's always someone to chat to, and everyone's always sort of here. It's, you know, like I come here and chat all the time.
The first time you were here, you were sort of like...
Oh my god.
What is going on?
Well, like, I was sort of like taken aback, because I'm not used to such a big family.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason.
Like, I was saying to you, and I were, like, not even when we first started going out, like, even sort of all the time, like, I can't make a phone call to you without there someone being in a room. If I go to my bedroom or brother's, if I go to the living room or someone sitting there, if I go to this is our back sitting room, our dog who recently passed away used to always be here and it stank, so you didn't want to be here. There's no room. You can't be in the kitchen, people are in and out.
And I never really understood it, but I'd say there's a lot of other people who would understand your side and understand my side.
I'd say there's more people that understand me than you.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's more common to have a house that everyone sees each other on a daily basis.
Well, there's only 3 in my house, so it's very small compared to normal life.
Yeah, true.
So
and
someone's always at work, and most people are always at work.
Well, when you first explained to me, like, it's weird when you start going out with people, like, you get such a like different perspective in life. Like, you said to me, it's like, oh yeah, like, if you want, you can use like my bathroom. Your dad had his own bathroom. He's had a downstairs bathroom and another bathroom. I'm like,
God, you make me sound like a snob.
No, you're not a snob, but like, this is just like this is literally what it is. Like, you just have more rooms in your house. Like, it's just literally. You're not a snob. Like, you're not living in flipping.
No.
You're not living in the White House. Like, it's not a mansion. But like, to me, I'm like, what? What do you mean?
You don't have to wait for the shower.
We have one shower between 6 people. 6 people.
Yeah, I know.
And the bathroom that everyone uses. And our back.
That's like living in halls. Halls you don't share. Well,
no, you didn't share because you're a snob. Which was nice. 1 minute I'm not a snob.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, 1 minute I'm not a snob. Next minute I was like, well, my halls had its own suite.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
You just get allocated them. I didn't select that one. Like.
Mhm. You selected the premium deluxe £120 a week option. Yeah. Sure. I knew other people are living in fucking £80 a week.
I know, student loan paid it, like, I didn't pay nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Student loan. I'll pay it in the future.
But yeah, so in this house, in my house that I'm recording this house, so we have 1 bathroom and a shower, which I have never complained about. I've just, you just don't know any differently. To me, I was like, oh, everyone just shares the bathroom. See, whenever I started finding out, people are like, oh, I have my own bathroom. I'm like, oh, you but you have your own bathroom. Like, what do you mean? There's a toilet, and there's just a toilet and a sink in the back part of our house that's beside my room, but there's no radiator in it.
So what's that? What's the difference?
You
need radiator in a bathroom? Like?
Well, the difference is that I would, how do I say this in a nice way? I like to sit down and have a good lengthy poo, shall we say?
Sean, that's wrong. Why are you talking about this?
Yeah, no, but like,
that's disgusting.
Move on. No, well, this is what happens, and you're sitting there in the freezing cold, so you're like, no.
Okay, right. Well,
you want a bit of luxury, like.
Okay.
You should know 4 bathrooms, McKee.
No.
Your choice of whatever the hell you want to use. Sorry, I'm getting myself in the bad mix. I'm literally digging myself a hole here. Yeah, well, anyway, swiftly moving on from
toilets and
however
that happens.
My lengthy dumps.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Move on. This is not what you want to talk about. No.
Well, in fairness, that's it. See, because I want it. Like, obviously, we're going to get, how do I say this to you, more influency type guests on.
So I'm not I'm not a good guest then.
No, I'm not saying not a good guest.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You want people who have.
But you're the guest I'm going to be most comfortable with.
Yeah, always, hopefully.
I hope.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I want people who sort of have something, not that I have nothing going about myself, like to think I'm sort of, I don't know.
You are interesting,
but yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I don't know.
Someone who's like a personal trainer has insight into stuff like that, and
so maybe has
already got a following that people are interested in. Basically,
yeah, like I don't have a big following. Like my I don't know how many people have on Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't own a business.
No,
I don't really do much. Well, I sort of have a wee business. You could say a mini business, sort of.
What, music?
Teaching.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Maybe, okay, then no.
No, it is.
I suppose it's a mini business, like I do, like
it is.
I just don't promote it and advertise it and like get followers. I don't need it. I just have enough to just do it as it comes.
I actually think that's like, it kind of is the best. See if you're spread word of mouth.
Yeah, which
how am I trying to word this? If you're spread from word of mouth, you're probably getting. It's probably better quality than something you've just seen on a Facebook ad or something you've seen promoted on a social media site that you have no real idea about. Like if you get recommended, say, like a PT or a music teacher by a friend or by someone, go, this person's brilliant. It goes, well, are they on Facebook? I'll write it. It goes, oh, no, you have to be in contact with them. It's like,
it's not all like flash. Like obviously with other businesses and stuff, like you sort of need to do all that there, but then with music teaching, like people do, if you have maybe a music school or run something like that there, because you're promoting music school.
But what I'm trying to say is, it says a lot about someone who doesn't need a Facebook page but still has people coming to them just based on word of mouth.
Thank you.
So there you go. But you know what I mean, like.
Yeah. No, I don't advertise anything, and I get. Like,
you know what I'm like. I don't see why you don't have a Facebook page and why you don't promote yourself.
I know. I just never bothered really. I could, but I just.
I think you're happy enough as busy as you are, though.
Yeah, like I get. Well, obviously in a minute I'm not getting gigs, but like I would have got gigs every weekend, every week, so I didn't need to, because people would just text you if they need someone to play, and then with teaching, like I've got so many new pupils over the last few months, and I already had so many pupils before that. So like, Yeah, I've never advertised it, so I've sort of done it.
Until this podcast, if you're looking lessons on the banjo, hit her off.
I'm your girl.
You won't find her. You won't find her on Facebook or Instagram.
Well, you will find me there. I have social media. Like I just don't advertise banjo. Like,
yeah.
But you'll see my Facebook page is probably polluted with music. It's shared. A lot of music stuff is shared on it.
Oh, it's hilarious. See, whenever we first started going, I think it was just before we first started going out on. I met you. I was like sitting there. Was like we met on a coffee date. It was a coffee date, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I was like, let me hang on. I was trying to figure out all the dates I've been on in my life, you know.
Before them, and then we went on.
No, but yeah, but whenever we had like we actually sat down and went on a date. Remember you
official meeting.
Remember you could go out on dates and get coffee with people. Jesus.
Well, we don't even drink coffee, so don't say it was coffee.
Well, alright, it was tea then.
Yeah, it was in a
tea and buns.
Yeah.
Reputable local cafeteria.
Cafe.
It's barista bar. Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
You can clearly tell the two of us don't drink coffee. I don't know what
so yeah, we went to a cafe.
But yeah, but that's the point I was trying to make. We went there, and I was sitting there. I was like, right, I need to sort of like, you know, you want to try to big yourself up, be a wee bit impressive. So I was like, yeah, like under 12 footballer of the year trophies, and like, oh yeah, Ulster, like,
we weren't
like
that young.
down. No, it was yeah, but I was like telling you about accolades, and then I was like down because we met when we were 17.
Yeah.
Basically, so I was like, oh yeah, and like down minor, like I'm on the bench for the team that got to the final, right? So all this here stuff, and then I was so like, oh impressive. Yeah, and then this one time I saved a penalty at the Foyle Cup and we came third. We actually came second last, which was third. So right, so I was giving it this all the big one, and then you just turn around and goes, oh yeah, like I've won All Ireland playing music, and like, oh, fuck me. and then I genuinely thought you were joking. I actually thought really? I was like, what for? And you're like the banjo. I was like,
you're like what?
I was like, yeah, good man. And then you're like, no, seriously. I play the banjo.
Here's the
like,
proof.
Yeah, and then I go on Facebook and it's the iconic banjo photo.
Yeah. But I mean, you've got some good accomplishments achievements.
I've got
like you showed me all the photos of your like saving the penalty and all that day.
Exactly, and now I'm just like it's like I'm sitting being like, look at this photo of me saving this penalty against Derry City, and you're like, here's a photo of me with the All Ireland title at under 18.
Yeah.
Like All Ireland, I know. It's and for music too. It's actually something reputable. It's like not everyone has a All Ireland music thing. Like 30 people when they win an All Ireland in football get a medal. Only one person gets it for music, like for that age group.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's not as many in circulation. Or like I'm gonna directly shoot people in that scene here. All Ireland and World Irish Dancing.
Oh yeah, well.
It's like, it feels like there's a world championship every week. It feels like everybody's won one. I don't know if that's because the standard's so good, or it's just that
I think there's just always competitions.
It's like, but it's like see in boxing, there's like loads of different branches. You like, I don't know what they're actually called. It's like IBO, WBA, like all these different ones, and there can be 6 world champions, but it's all different association names.
Yeah,
So I feel like, I don't know.
No, with Irish dancing there is 2 different associations.
But I mean, there's different ones and there's different.
So that's
times.
why it always looks like there's so many competitions. Everyone's winning everything. There's different. There's like 2 different. I don't understand. I don't want to go into it because I'll just embarrass myself because I'm going to
clue. I also upset good people that do. Some
yeah,
dancing.
And we'll upset a lot of people I know and you know.
If you're a dancer and you feel like you want to get on SMAC Talk and sell straight, come on down
and talk about it because I don't understand the whole.
No.
I don't know. There's 2 sides. I think.
Is there like do you think there's a better one and like a not better one?
I don't know. There's different rules. I'm pretty sure there's different rules and they can do different things and like.
You know, he kicks away.
I don't know if it's that, but like, and then one like it's in America and one's not in America. It's really I'm not too sure. It's I don't even want to go into it. Begins to see. We'll get someone on. We'll get someone on.
Well, you'll not get someone on. I'll rope someone in.
Yeah, we'll get. Yeah.
So yeah, because basically the setup is at the minute, my mic, which I'm going to be here every week. You're thankfully for you not going to be here every week. It's only going to be me and one other guest for the minute. So it's me and one other person, and I'm basically looking to do interviews with like just.
Not interviews. Talks.
It's only talks. The way we're sitting and talking for now.
Yeah.
Like there's.
This is like an idea of what it would be.
This is like a general gist. This may never make the air.
And I hope it doesn't.
And you hope it doesn't. At first, it's going alright so far.
Well,
because I want, but I want it just to be sit down conversational.
Yeah, like comfortable.
Like, I don't want to.
Not an interview like, oh my god, so tell me about this.
Tell me about your new movie coming out and like.
We don't have a movie. I'm not an actress, but
yeah, we've been through this. Not yet, anyway.
My banjo movie. Sorry.
I'm not watching that. I'm definitely not watching that.
Okay, yeah.
She tours the world.
That was cringy.
You can actually. I'm telling you, there's definitely a gap in the market for banjo superstardom, like one person should just rock out on the banjo.
Yeah, and that's not going to be me.
Why not?
No.
I always say this, if I had half the talent of anything compared to what you're like on like banjo and dressing music, I could be pushing it like mad. Like look how mad I pushed stand-up comedy, which I've done 2 gigs. One which went reasonably well, the other one I have no idea how it went because I had no real peers there.
Neither do I, because I wasn't at them. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to go.
We'll get into that, will we? What do you think of that? What do you think of, like, I had people that were like, gee, like stand-up comedy and like YouTube videos and like, where'd that come from? Or were you sort of like, do you think you were more so like, it's Sean, like, I could see
like
it.
I was expected?
No, you don't expect someone to do it, but you weren't completely
no,
like,
I was sort of like,
you weren't taken back by it.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I agree with the other people. It was very random.
But could you not ever see me doing something like that?
No, it was all very random. It was also spontaneous. Like, so obviously with the blog, you started with the blogs, which kicked off really well, and they were really good. And then you sort of had all these ideas with this sort of setup, which sort of like is the next step from a blog. So that was sort of like, yeah, you expect that. Like people want to move on and advance it and stuff. And that sort of made sense, but the comedian thing sort of just came out of nowhere. But then I did know you sort of had interest in it, and you, like most people who know you, you're quite, I don't know, yeah, you're funny, yeah, basically you're funny.
I was like, it's as if you didn't want, you're like, I guess he's kind of funny.
Yeah, because I was sort of debating in my head, I was like, you can be sarcastic too, but is it funny sarcasm, or like you just literally sarcastic, but it's funny, I don't know, but you're funny, yeah. But, so yeah, the comedian thing was really random, so I do feel gutted for you that it didn't really, like, get your chance.
Literally couldn't have picked a worse time to start, announce, and then the world ends.
Like, you had so many gigs lined up that would have been brilliant, and like everyone was going to go. I was finally allowed to go, and so I can't really comment on your comedian.
But I don't like comedian. I say stand up.
Oh, sorry, stand up. Yeah.
I was one class enough as comedian.
Yeah, well, you're not really, are you?
No.
But stand up, you did a few gigs. No one's seen you, so it's hard to comment on that.
I think I've said this in SMAC Talk before. Only 2 people see me.
Yeah, your
2 housemates.
Yeah.
Well, I have 3 housemates, but my 2 like best mates basically see me.
Yeah.
And they were like,
And you didn't even tell them.
Yeah, but I have an awful act for being like, right, there's this thing that's happening, and don't tell anybody. And then next thing I get all, but I just get so excited. It's like, I just have to tell somebody. I'm like, I can't keep this to myself. Like I'm so excited.
You can't keep it in because you didn't want to tell anybody. Like I think you told me. But I wasn't allowed to tell anybody.
You're under strict instruction.
I was not allowed to go. I was not allowed to tell anybody, but I knew about it. The next thing you tell me that your house ones knew, your whole family knew, like everybody knew, but nobody was allowed to go. But then your teammates as well, though.
Yeah.
That was still nice that went. Like.
Yeah, well, I did say it to them, and they're like, "Can we go?" And I was like, "Well, put it this way, I can't physically stop you from going."
Yeah, because it's
because you know where it is, and it's up the road. So if you go.
You'll just happen to be there.
I have to be there. Yeah. So if he's all going to go, let me know if he's all going to go, because I don't want to get there and be like
nervous.
Why the hell did Andrew sit in the front row?
Oh yeah, you'd freak out like. But then at the same time, it was good they went because they're good critics. So like, they're your mates. They're going to be really honest with you, not be like, oh yeah, it was good, and actually.
Oh, trust me, they would have. Because it was like an ultimatum. It was like do this once. If it works out, if it goes all right, we'll see how it goes and working it down the line. If it goes terrible, never speak of it again.
And that's it.
And that's the end of it. Like. Never mention it, that's it.
Yeah.
We tried. Because I'm always like, you mentioned blogs, like, I look at it now, and I don't regret doing blogs, but I always wanted to go with the stand-up, YouTube, podcast, lighthearted, joking way, because I'm not, like, I don't know if you think I'm a lighthearted person, but, like, I'm not overly serious.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm qualified in slightest to tell people...
Well, what was the thing you told me at the time? You heard someone say something.
What do you mean?
Why am I telling others to be
like this?
I
was like, why am I telling people to do things? Like, I'm not qualified to do this, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some specific, sort of similar long lines to that there, and you sort of realise, well, why am I
why should you listen to me?
Yeah, why am I telling people this is how you
Oh, that's what it was, yeah. So I was basically like, I'm not someone you should look up to.
Yeah, if you...
At all. So why should you copy and take my advice that I'm giving you? Like, if you're in give me someone that's like famous, that's made it and like done something good for themselves. It's hard to think of it.
I know, like
someone motivating or like whatever.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah, like Michelle Obama, right?
I don't know.
Right, Michelle Obama.
She's a podcast now.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've heard of Michelle Obama. She's not as big as this podcast, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
So hang on, Michelle Obama had Barack Obama. on as their first guest.
Did you? Really?
Yeah, so there you go.
I never listened to it.
And furniture, you're not exactly the present.
Yeah,
the former president.
That was a very good first guest, really.
I'm sure it's all downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, she'd probably get good celebrities and all too, and people will enjoy that.
Don't go watch Michelle Obama's podcast. Take it from me.
Yeah, like
you're going to want to stay right here.
Yeah, we're promoting it here.
Yeah, I'm sure Michelle will do us a favour one time and
8 out of 10, go watch it. Go listen to it.
You don't even listen to podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the worst part of it.
What even is a podcast? I don't know.
This, you sit and talk smack.
This is like a video podcast.
Video podcast, and we're also available in audio forms on Spotify, on Anchor, on Google. I'm actually pretty sure we're on Apple now as well.
You should know that.
I should. Yeah. You're right. You are correct that. But I'm.
And you're on YouTube. But I don't know if you have these on YouTube, but you're on YouTube.
Let's look on YouTube, yeah.
So yeah, like and subscribe. Isn't that what this say? This is like we're wrapping up, but I don't even think we are.
No, we're not. We're just only getting into it. I actually need to check my laptop still recording. Because I don't know what's happening here. Oh yeah, no, we're still live. We're still live.
Yeah, it just blacked out.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
The laptop's going to time out.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't stop, because again, this is what the whole issue was. I was like, is it going to crash when I get an actual guest on?
Yeah, so sort of a test run as well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, get back into the whole comedy and blogs thing. That's what we were on with, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't regret doing the blogs, but I think people are like, wait, so 1 minute you're being serious. That's why you kind of want to stop doing it, because I'm not serious. I just was always under the impression, if you want to do something and you have something in your mind, go do it. Screw what everyone thinks. Don't not do something you're passionate about because you're afraid of what other people think.
But a lot of people took a lot from your blogs, and your blogs, the stuff you were posting was really good.
People really liked them,
and it was really good. But I do know what you mean, because I remember saying to you, like, you sound so serious, and like I know you're not like a serious person, but they were really helpful, and people. This
sounds mental, but further down the line, that information is going to be a million times more valuable and listened to and appreciated, and be able to people to process. If I'm in a position where I've actually done something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like because right now I'm nobody. I'm not an anybody. You're
just an average.
I'm just your average.
Well, no, you're someone.
I'm not really. I would like to hope I'm someone, but you know what I mean. Like if you are someone, right, and then you're giving down all that like inspiration and insight and ideas. It's like, well, it worked for them.
Yeah, like it's not as if you're speaking from experience. Like say you did one on sleep, like 7 ways to help you sleep or something. I can't remember what it's called. But it's not as if you've like studied all that and know all that, and like something you've done has helped you do that. You're just like, yeah, here's a few tips. But obviously the tips are helpful, and it's what works for you. But you're not like. But
the blogs are always coming from the perspective of just go and do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
That's where
you're just trying to get one message across.
That was the message came from that. It was like, if you're talented and you want to go do something, go do it. Go try it. Yeah. And then falls flat on his face. That was the exact same thing.
But that's the message that was running through all of them, which is good. You always sort of got that.
But that was the exact same thing that was running, even like through what I did with the stand-up. It was like, if this doesn't go well, I at least can turn around and say, you know what, I tried it, I did it. Mm-hmm. It's like the same with people, and not that I should be anywhere qualified in any way to give relationship advice, but it's like, people see someone on the street and go, oh, I should talk to them, or like, whatever, like, I would love to do their class, whatever, and then they don't. Like, what if...
Yeah, what's stopping you from...
What's the worst thing to happen? They go, no, you're stinking. Or,
well, nobody's going to say you're stinking.
Exactly,
so
that's what I mean.
The worst you're going to get is a yes or a no, or like, oh yeah, here's my number, but they never call you back.
Or that, oh, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, the classic. Yeah. Oh, I'm married. But
I'm married.
I'm married. I'm just. But just do it. Go for it. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but it just.
Yeah, it is easier.
Like just imagine. Like imagine Adele decided, no, I'm too afraid to go out and sing because like what if people laugh at me and think it's stupid, or like what if I don't look presentable, or you're literally robbing the world of like amazing talent.
Yeah.
And that's where I always came from.
Yeah.
And thought, and I know we come from like a small minded place in Uri, but it doesn't mean it can't. Why can't it be someone from that place?
Yeah, but that's like the same as them people in England. They can come from a small village. Like a lot of singers and songwriters and stuff, they sort of like get their songs and they take their emotions out in their songs. And like they always sort of were like just average people. Everyone's
an average person.
Yeah.
Unless you're like
they just pushed
the son of someone.
So they literally just thought one day, no, I'm going to push myself out there, and
that's what I mean. But it would be.
They just got confident.
What I'm trying to focus in on.
A lot of people could have been quite. Not confident people to start with. They maybe didn't have much confidence. They were maybe knocked back. And a lot of them do. Like, it's like listening to X Factor stories. They're all like sob stories, but like.
But not everyone has a sob story.
No, but like everyone's sort of like something, and then they get confident and they make it. There's always something behind someone, like.
Yeah, there's always like some sort of like. I think it's very rare you get a success story that produces a success story.
Yeah,
so like it's like Cristiano Ronaldo, his son, will he be the same level as Ronaldo? Like dad? Probably not.
No, because if you actually look, a lot of footballers' sons or daughters, they never really become footballers.
Mm-hmm.
Like they.
Look at the Beckhams.
Yeah, like none of them are footballers. Like probably because their dad. Like there's a lot to look up to there, and like pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they probably just have no interest.
And they're probably just more interested. Well, as the Beckhams anyway, they're probably just more interested in the fashion side.
Yeah, it's all fashion really now, isn't it? Yeah.
Like I was reading a thing the other day. Ronaldo was actually asked like, "Do you want to go into management after football?" And he goes, "No, I'm just going to do fashion." He's more interested in fashion.
Yeah.
It looks like he's just like, I just play football. I'm really good at it, and I enjoy fashion. And there's loads of people like that. Like
a lot of footballers really like their fashion, but probably because they've got all the money, so they're always.
It's easy, yeah. They're not exactly going into Primark and like making like.
So they get interested in it because well, obviously some people are interested in fashion, but you see if you have money to pay for all the brands, you're gonna love it and you're gonna get into it and you're gonna make your own range. Like you have the money to do it. You can pair up with like Dolce & Gabbana. Like you can just pair up and it's it'll sell out.
Something I find hilarious. So do you know you have them shops when you're on holidays and like Portugal and stuff, and you have them like Ronaldo stores.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right, so do you know like he sort of based his off like the Calvin Klein model, where you have Calvin Klein and then you have like Calvin Klein underwear. So you go into some shops and it's just Ronaldo underwear, right? It
says Ronaldo on it, does it?
It's like CR7 or something.
Oh yeah,
CR7 underwear. But like,
I've seen that.
Do you know the way like for girls it's obviously like a thing where like a boy's walking down the town or something, like say like Zac Efron or whatever, and he's got like that like band sticking up and it's like Calvin Klein. You're like, oh yeah, that does something for you. Imagine seeing someone walking in the town. It's just. Does that say CR6? Does that say Ronaldo on the band?
That's a bit strange.
Is that not it's just not the same.
Yeah,
like,
it's not the same. Yeah.
You're a grown man, 28 years old, and you're wearing Ronaldo pants.
Yeah, that's strange. Maybe they do it in Portugal or something. Like maybe it's the going thing there because you all love Ronaldo there. I don't know.
Just Ronaldo pants, like.
It's quite strange. I don't know.
I just don't. I don't know.
Sure, he has his own football boots and all as well.
Oh, they all have their own football boots, like
No, but like CR7 ones I've seen like different. Yeah, his brand.
It's branded like Nike and all like.
His Eau de Toilette.
Eau de Toilette. I'm pretty sure you just said
perfume
that smells like
aftershave.
toilet. Yeah, yeah, they have all the stuff like
aftershave.
That was massive.
That's a fancy name. I don't know.
Yeah. Sure. Even though he's a footballer, how much do you reckon he gets paid for an Instagram ad?
Oh my god, so much.
I read the other day as well. They've done reading in lockdown. Guess how much The Rock gets paid per Instagram post?
On his personal page?
For sponsored, yeah, on his personal page.
Sponsored by like one sponsor, per post.
Well, it can range.
$2,000.
It can range. How much?
$2,000
for The Rock. The Rock is in like top 3 most followed people on Instagram.
This is for an Instagram like a picture.
A post on his page.
A picture, but is he advertising their thing?
He's advertising their thing.
Oh, like on their story that I'm gonna hashtag ad or whatever.
No. It's like, so I'm Sean McAleavey, and you want me to post.
Yeah, you're wearing like your Levi top. So
Levi want me to post up going, check out the new Levi top.
Oh yeah, they're getting all the celebs do that. Like I don't know, he's getting like $10,000 per ad.
Multiply it by 10.
100,000.
Now multiply that by 5.
500,000.
Minimum, he gets 500,000. Apparently the maximum he ever got was 1.1 million.
For an Instagram ad.
For a post.
Yeah.
For a post.
Oh my god.
Like, somebody paying.
Wouldn't you like to be him?
That's like winning the lotto for most people.
Yeah.
We're just getting a whole load of people walking in here in the background as everyone's looking in and giving us a nice wee smile while we're doing our podcast here.
Yeah, distracting us.
It's incredibly distracting. Yeah, that's why we sort of sound like just let each other.
You need to get a curtain for that or something.
Yeah. I don't intend on this to always be the setup, to be honest.
Yeah. So
eventually you have to flock the nest.
Well, you have flocked the nest. You just flock back to the nest.
Yeah,
you're going to flock away.
I flocked away off and then I flocked away back home again.
Yeah. Yeah. But then you'll flock away off again.
Hopefully.
Well, you will. Well.
Hopefully. Well, you're not going to be flocking anywhere anytime soon.
Well, you can get a house somewhere, like.
No, but I mean, like, in terms of, like, actually going away.
Oh, yeah, away.
We've both said, like, we don't want to stay in Ireland forever.
Oh my god, no.
Like,
yeah,
where would you like to go, now that I think of it?
where I like to live.
Yeah, now I've got this in audio recording, so you have to stick by it forever.
I'll listen back to this in like 10 years' time and be like, that never happened.
It's like, do you remember I agreed with that Sean fella used to go out with that we were going to move to flipping
that's quite
Canada?
Yeah, that's
You'd
sad.
be like,
I don't know, it's sort of just where you go, and I suppose like when you do.
Well, you're not going to trip and fall, like.
Yeah, I know, but like sometimes you have to follow with work.
Yeah, true.
Like your career. So, but then you can also just be like, nah, frig the career. I just want to move and just live a chill lifestyle. I really don't know. There's not Europe anyway.
I see myself going to America at some stage. I really want to go to America.
Maybe America, but not for life. But then part of me is like, I would love to do maybe a year or two, like in somewhere like Asia.
Working?
No, not working. Just like living like just a chilled out lifestyle.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. So we've said as well, like about just going. Like I would love to just go live by the beach in Thailand and work in a bar.
Yeah,
or open my own bar, like something like that.
I know Bali's all like, oh my god, Bali at the minute. But like, I have heard people who have like made houses there, built houses there, and they're like super nice and they're cheap and like it's a nice lifestyle over there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to live in like the crazy bit of it, like, but you can live like around it. I think that would be lovely, like nice beaches, nice weather, just relaxed.
Can you imagine if Ireland got nice weather? Imagine we just took the weather from like Spain or Portugal and we had that.
They're hard on by.
Like you're saying there, London's what, 25 degrees?
Oh my god, no, it was higher, I think, yeah. And then we get nothing.
Now we're sitting there in patient rain.
Yeah. Let's just move now.
Yeah, let's get out of it. Well, we're not.
This is the
I tell you what, the people that are booking holidays, man, you are not. I wouldn't be. You couldn't pay me to get on the plane at the minute.
Yeah, I was thinking about that coming down the car. I was like, there's a lot of people away.
I'm not saying shame on them and get the pitchforks out and it's your fault for coronavirus, but like, I just have no desire to go and sit in Spain by a pool right now.
Yeah, like even getting into a pool and stuff, it's a bit strange. I think like if I had a holiday booked and it wasn't cancelled, I'd be like, do I go, do I not go? But then seeing how many other people have flown, I'd be like, right, okay, we'll go. You just take your risk, like you know, do the measures to like, you know, to save. What am I saying? To like limit the risk.
Yeah.
Limit the risk.
Yes.
Yes.
Calculated
sorry, that
risks.
took ages to get out.
Calculated risks, basically.
And then when you get there, you know, you're literally in the hotel or apartment with the person you travel with anyway.
Yeah.
So you're not really socialising anyway, like other than going to the bar and restaurants like you would do here. So like it might be okay. It's when it comes to like swimming pools and all, might be strange. I'm not sure.
But it's also that thing like you come back home, and you know that normally like it's like, oh, that's a lovely tan you got there. People are like, tan you got there?
Yeah, there'd be more judging going on.
Didn't get that in this weather, did you? The beds aren't open yet. Like.
Yeah, you'd be judged a lot, and also you'd be looked at a lot, like looked down on maybe, or like disgraceful, or you know. And also, if you go away, I wouldn't be telling, oh my god, yeah, I'm going to Portugal next week.
The best part of holidays is bragging that you're going on holidays.
Yeah, everyone brags about, oh yeah, I'm going away in 2 weeks, like I'm going for 3 weeks. You just talk about it.
Yeah.
You would, I wouldn't tell a person. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm away. I wouldn't, you know, the people go on holidays and put it on social media, like they post a wee picture. Like,
petite sunset lover.
Yeah, that was all. That was last year. And
that's coming back.
Oh, I'm still seeing like things of that posted with it. I'm like, oh god,
Mama, baby.
ding, ding, ding. It needs to go. Yeah.
If you are looking music actually for your sunsets, yeah, this is a shout out to resident DJ for SMAC Talk, Gabriel John. He does my outro music. He's also released a new EP.
Very good.
So if you're looking music, check him out. He's got some absolute summer bangers on there.
You can find his.
No, that's not. Don't use that because that. See, but if you say something, that creates more work for me.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
If you could see the
check him out.
If you could see the amount of work that is involved in a podcast in general before you start uploading it and putting it on different sites, you can see why no one does them.
Oh,
well, it's easy for you. You just have to sit here and talk.
I'm sitting here.
You have the easy bit.
Talking, yeah.
For me.
Keep it going.
It's been sweating, like, just everything, but...
It's all good. This is your first one. I don't know why you're stressing. Like, it's all good.
Because, yeah. Well, it hasn't crashed on me yet.
Yeah, chill.
I mean, it's going to be fine. Also, I actually wonder, I could probably get Gabriel on sometime.
You actually probably could.
Considering that I've generously plugged his... Music to all 10 people that are going to listen to this. Good. So, yeah, and if you stick around to the end, you'll be able to hear his wee sample piece that I put in.
Yeah.
He's sent me. I actually love it. I think
and he's one of those people you call an inspirational sort of like person you look up to.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
But I'm not.
Well, like
no,
he
like,
has.
I know what you mean.
He has a couple.
He's like 80,000 listens. Like ridiculous.
Yeah, he's got like
listens,
couple.
yeah.
You know, he's like something over like 100,000 listens on Spotify.
Yeah, so like
there.
that says it all. Like yeah.
Yeah.
That's more than yeah.
Can you imagine 100,000 people listen to you at one time?
Yeah, I know.
In a
And he's
month?
only like younger than us, I'm pretty sure. Like
It's
our
like-
age, yeah.
It's like people that laugh at me for like these. It's like, oh, look, you get frig all listeners.
But
do
he
you know?
just- he
do you know
just-
what 30 people looks like? Imagine 30 people sat and just listen to me talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah, like imagine a lecture room multiplied by like.
That's a classroom. That's like going to work in school.
Yeah.
Well, first at 9 to 5 and talking to kids, but I'm not actually teaching them anything. I'm not forcing them to be there
Yeah.
against their will. Like you're voluntarily. Hopefully you're voluntarily here. Hopefully you're not against your will. Someone I'm forced you here somehow. Like.
Yeah, no, I'm here voluntarily.
Yeah. So.
I just happened to call around and he's like, smack talk. And
That's
I'm
not
like,
true. That's
okay.
not true. It was like,
Yeah,
do you want to
sprung
smack talk?
it.
You're like, I need to put on makeup. I need to get ready. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
It was sprung on me spontaneously earlier on. I was like, oh god, and then I was like, right, okay, I'll just do it. Because then I would
Jesus,
have pushed
thank
that.
you. Oh,
No,
thank you.
okay,
You're such
like,
a darling.
No, I'm so happy to be here.
You keep saying. I can see it in your face. That's not the truth.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here and help you out as a first guest.
Who would you like to see on
Or like,
as a guest? Who do you think would be good? You can say any name.
Anybody. I do think that new shop that was opened up. Mern, yeah, because I know Plena, my sister, had like they're her mates who opened that, and I think that's really like amazing.
Like what age are they? 19? 20?
They're 19. I think they just turned 20.
19/20.
Yeah,
and opened their own store.
They opened their own store in town, and like before that, I think they had like Depop or whatever. They opened their own store like 1920. I think that's just amazing, and I think they.
It's more than most people do. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, you wouldn't get
more
all
than anyone
again.
would
You
do.
wouldn't get all them on. You get one person on.
Yeah, well, like the two main guys who run it, or like one of them or whatever. Because obviously they have like their other like little squad and all who help out. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. That'd be really interesting, I think.
I sort of want to get people on that. Well, like obviously, I want people that obviously know how to podcast and done other podcasts for as well. But I want to give people an opportunity that maybe wouldn't be invited on the podcast all the time.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
there's a lot of local people.
There's a lot of local people, and this
who have
obviously
Instagram
isn't
pages
a
and are
humongous
really,
following.
yeah, but they're trying to like. There's a lot of Instagram pages, and most people sort of know them from around this area, and like they're really like push and want to motivate and create positive, happy vibes, and I think people like that there would love to come on to something like this year because like, they're helping promote their like sort of their message and their page, and at the same time like it's helping you, and like it's just coming together.
Well, that was kind of my whole push with the podcast, and that's why I've invested amount of money that's put me in some financial difficulty. Some financial difficulty there. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my birthday.
It's Ashlyn's birthday. It's Ashlyn's birthday next week, and she's basically been told it's gonna be a tough.
It's gonna be a mic. It's gonna be a mic.
Look,
and a audio interface.
I've sold my entire
and a ring light.
Yeah.
I'll take the ring light. Like
You're not getting it. You're not getting any of this.
I'll take the MacBook.
Here's a home cooked meal. Here's a Rustler burger. I don't know. There's no way that's
Put it in
food.
the microwave.
There's no way that's
I've
food.
never had one.
I never will.
No, never will. No.
But what I was saying about guests, like, you want to have people on that sort of like obviously take advantage of the opportunity, and it gives you such a good chance for anyone that's watching that was sort of half interested, or maybe would be like, oh, I wonder, like literally anyone can come on. And I want to really emphasize that point. Anyone can come on, and even if you don't want to do a podcast, there's a good chance they're going to message you if you're in this local area and you do something, and I want to have people on because this gives you such a good opportunity to come on and just. You're not putting on a show. Whenever I was doing SMAC Talk by myself, I have to present myself and tone it up. Like right now, I'm sure people are listening are like, he sounds so much more relaxed.
Yeah, we're just chill talking.
He's not trying to be funny. He's not trying to push something. He's not trying to like think of topics. I wrote down nothing. Actually, that's a lie. There's my book.
There's nothing on that.
Read what it says.
SMAC Talk with
Aislinn
Fegan, and it's just a blank page.
Literally not a thing on it. I don't want to write things on it.
It's easy to talk to me. But you find it easy to talk to people anyway and just chat. Just talk. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a good chance to get your personality through, which you don't really get through on like just an Instagram story. And you have to. I think what people don't realise whenever they're doing like Instagrams and YouTube and stuff like that, like you're presenting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you're putting up, like it's almost as in there's Sean McAleavey and then there's Sean McAleavey, the YouTube character almost.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying you're not being true to yourself, but you
You think people...
You speak differently, you try to like...
You think people act like that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you can tell in their tone of voice as well, but you wouldn't notice that unless you knew them personally as well. But sometimes you can tell with people that you don't know that they are really putting it on. It's like, it's so forced, like, God, like, just leave it, drop it. Like, I'd rather see a relaxed, honest person.
The best example I can use is just examples of me. Like, whenever I used to do the blogs, like, I used to get on there, and this is not me in the slightest. I would go on and be like, happy Sunday, everyone. Like, what the... What? That's not me.
Yeah, like,
you said I'm sarcastic.
Sunshines and rainbows.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody be motivated today. That's not me.
I remember saying to you, like, Sean, what are you doing? Like, you're not, like...
Yeah, no, and it is tricky to find the balance. Like, and there's people that are really good at being themselves on camera and stuff, and there's some people that, I don't want to say they're too much themselves, but maybe show a bit too much into their family lives or, like, their life, and, like, a bit... It's mental.
It's like, right,
there's being yourself, and then there's being just outright what the clean...
Like, this is getting weird now.
Yeah, this is
too far.
Yeah.
Like, they're nearly too comfortable on...
Like, I find it weird, like, there's, like, people on Instagram and all be like, this is the underwear I use. I'm like, I don't want to know what I'm... Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit too much, like...
People have got too comfortable with their followers, which is really strange, because you don't actually know, say, them, like, 5,000 people, 20,000 people. You don't know them people. You maybe know, like, say, 100 of them people. Most of the people just random people following you. Like, do you really want to be showing...
I also want to put out a disclaimer there. I've just realised this in my head. I don't actually follow anyone that is like... Here's the underwear I'm wearing, but you know, do you know, here's my Cristiano Ronaldo pants.
My CR7.
Here's my CR7s.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I think, like, the podcast's good. It gives you just a really good opportunity. Like, when I was doing the whole, hey everybody, happy Sunday stuff, I'm like, you'll be able to vouch for this.
It was funny as well.
It wasn't worse, but
like,
put me on a stage, right, where I'm standing there with a microphone and going like, see you, dickhead, and like taking the piss out of someone. Now, what's more me, the on stage taking the piss out of someone, or the happy Sunday, everybody?
Well, obviously, like taking the piss out
exactly.
of someone. Like,
so
most people would, yeah.
But there are people that are more like happy Sunday, positive vibe, positive energy, and
that's not me.
It's just not me. Like,
no.
And that's what really annoyed me. Not annoyed
you
me.
Realise.
That's what I realised, and you had to try and error.
You're being a character, maybe. Then you're putting something on that wasn't really.
I don't want to say it's being fake either.
No, but you weren't being.
Because I only had good intentions. I just didn't know how to carry myself.
You weren't used to talking on a camera to people, and then that's where like you put on something and you feel nervous and you're uncomfortable, and then you listen back and you realise that's not really you.
Like.
Yeah. But that's good. You realise things like that there, because there's people who don't, and just carries on and on and on.
Oh, next thing you know.
Fake persona.
Next thing. Yeah, because that's like. I think it's about Ellen DeGeneres. Have you heard about her?
No,
the Ellen Show.
Yeah.
Apparently, she is the biggest cunt.
Yeah, was also there's loads of stuff
in the
about
world.
Her. Yeah, she's a proper
off camera, like horrible.
But she's so nicey nice.
Well, but in the show, like, yeah, she's all puppies and rainbows and.
Oh, it's also like
magic.
Yeah, bringing in this. You know, your long lost family member and all, like,
it's
and he's here today.
Here's internet sensation, damn Daniel, and we've given you a lifetime supply of
That's
Vans.
an old one.
Do you think? I know, but do you think he still has the Vans? Do you think that's still going?
Probably, I don't know. That was years ago now. Damn.
But he got a lifetime supply of Vans.
Yeah, did he even though? Did he?
What do you mean? Did he like?
I don't know.
He just gets scammed. Vans like, yeah, said.
Probably did, but probably like wore them like in every video or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again.
They're white. They're definitely not white anymore. He's definitely got through them. A pair a day.
There's another thing. Me and Austin are quite big into our shoes, you would say.
Yeah, sort of like,
we're not sneakerheads out and out. Like, I would know a little bit more than you maybe, but...
Yeah, but I like nice shoes, like trainers.
Having said that...
Slides
for comfort.
Yeah, I like nice shoes, but I don't have the money to spend on nice shoes, which is also an issue.
This is the problem.
But sneakers, more so sneakers and trainers and stuff I prefer.
If you ever catch me in a pair of black Vans, chop off my feet.
Yeah, I will.
Put them in the bin.
I will, yeah.
Burn them, do whatever.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
They're not... There's nothing wrong with them.
I'm not a fan.
Alright, that's going to do it for this week, folks. Get me out of here.
Oh God, sorry.
No, but like, I've nothing against them.
Oh no, they're fine. Like,
I'm not against them, but like, there's nicer out there that are similar, and
Yeah, obviously Vans are such a popular shoe. It's sort of like Converse. Converse sort of were also, like so big back in the day, and then Vans took over, and not really many people wear Converse as much anymore. So Vans, I feel like, will probably go out the window soon. Everyone's got this thing about Vans and wear Vans. Obviously unisex, and boys wear them and girls wear them. And the black ones are nice, but I used to wear Vans, and then you see when I changed to wearing like Ultra Boosts, I just couldn't wear Vans. They were so flat and just so sore to walk in. It's like, no, not going back.
Probably shouldn't give this information away free, but if you want foot luxury, it's Ultra Boost.
Yeah, we can both agree.
We can both vouch. I own four or five pairs of the exact same shoe that are different colours.
Yeah.
They're that comfortable.
Yeah, I have and
they're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
You can get them on offer.
Them cheap and be lucky, but when you do see them, get them, buy them when they're cheap. Because
that's not a flex either. It's not like, I have 5 pairs of expensive shoes. It's just they're the most comfortable shoes
they're so comfy
in the world.
Like, I'll wear them and then go and wear like an old pair of like, say, Nike or Adidas that aren't Ultra Boost, and I'll be like, oh no. The Ultra Boost, like, I'll wear them every day. I would. And they're trendy too. Like, they're not like ugly shoes.
You can literally wear them with jeans.
You get I wear them with jeans. You can get ugly trainers. Like, yeah, you can get ugly trainers.
Well, ugly trainers are a trend now.
Yeah. No,
like chunky ugly trainers.
No, yeah, they're a trend. But you can get like basic trainers. Like, these are sort of like trendy colours and
Sports
stuff.
Direct, Nike one colour.
Yeah, just like basic black. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? People should know what I mean. These are a little bit more style and like trend to them. Like, the ones I have are like multicoloured and have funky laces, and you get them white, and recommend.
I don't know if we're qualified to give people fashion advice, but if it's shoes and comfort,
we're not. Yeah,
you're going with the Adidas Ultra Boost.
Yeah, we don't even. Yeah,
I will.
Because we run in them all the time and exercise all the time.
I will die in my Ultra Boosts. I wear them like.
Oh 100%. God, that's so morbid.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like.
I will happily buy another pair if they're on offer. They're very dear. Tomorrow, like, I'll happily buy. I own
tomorrow.
2.
You're on Pepper.
If I see them on offer, I would definitely buy them. Like, I own 2, and I've been looking for another pair a lot recently, but I just can't find them at a good deal. But I will happily buy 3, 4, 5 because they're trainers. They get wrecked anyway. Like, you know, you move on, you have to get a new pair. So
yeah, if you want to become me and Austin style, just what do we wear? Ultra Boost, jeans or trackies, and a sweatshirt. That's it.
Well, basically, I wear other clothes too.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But that's the modern day
casual. Sorta, jeans or trackies, trainers, and a sweatshirt or like a t-shirt or unless you're going fancy. Yeah, you put on your nice fancy.
Well, obviously you're not going to wear that out to dinner meal.
Obviously, but yeah.
But yeah, I can't believe I don't know how we even got on to.
I have no idea.
Fashion advice. Maybe I'll start a blog on that.
Yeah, definitely not.
But yeah, when do we think gigs are coming back? Music gigs, comedy gigs.
Like, yeah, because that's what I'd see in the music ones for me would be like your comedy, and not anytime soon. Like,
I've seen something comedy wise pitched for September, but no real hope.
You can, but then doing comedy, it's strange because like there's places that have bands in at the minute. Comedy's sort of the same thing. You could do that, but it's maybe the whole sharing of the mic crack and all, which is the weird thing.
Yeah.
Music gigs, they might put on like bands on the stage with the art. Maybe they're getting more singers in rather than trad at the minute because they can only bring in so many, like a week. You know, they haven't got the same like every night they would have had music. Now they're probably like Fridays and Saturdays and that's it. But I would say January at least, but it won't even be normal, which is annoying because I miss them.
Well, it makes no sense, especially the type of music you play, like traditional music is
the session.
Use your background noise.
Yeah.
It's not up stage and you just go see us live and everyone gathers in a big crowd. The bars already have people in them.
Yeah.
The stage is empty.
Yeah, like we could easily just take. The problem is now that if we're doing a session, we're taking the table, and it's like making sure. Yeah, we're taking a table.
You can play a session in here, but you're gonna have to buy food.
Yeah, like also they're not gonna because I think bars have been so like they haven't been making money.
That's what I was gonna say because it's probably more so a money thing.
So I'd say it's more a money thing because bars can be quite tight anyway with sessions. You know what I do anyway, they can be quite tight on it, and it can be a thing that happens, and then you're out the door, like they don't want it anymore because it doesn't work after so long.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's more a money thing because they'll be making money, so they need to make sure they make up their money. They need to afford to pay for the bands, the live music, before they start having background music. You know.
What I'm thinking is with comedy, it's like comedy is a show and a performance, so you pay to go see the comedy. So it's like you come for the comedy and you buy your drink as a result of that.
Yeah, but things like that aren't really happening yet, so
I actually don't think we're too far away.
No.
From normal, it could be another year.
Yeah, but you won't have the same audience. Like, it'll be like, right, 20 people on the door, not like 50.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, which is fair enough. You're still, bring your own mic.
Bring your own mic. Yeah, well,
because that's what happened in remember the whole rise in cases. It was from passing a mic, karaoke mic. Yes.
Yeah, but there's difference between karaoke mic and 3 or 4 comedians getting up one after each other.
Like,
how many people touch a karaoke mic? Like,
no, it's the whole like singing into it. You're like that there. You know, you're breathing into it.
What are you doing to it?
You're breathing into it, and you're.
Break off. You did well so far. You let that one slip. Let it go. Moving on.
Yeah, move on.
No, I do. Like, nothing will go back to normal. Like, normal, as in like you won't have to socially distance or not move from your table. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you never ever go back to being able to go up to a bar and be 5 people deep trying to get a drink.
I miss like being able to just go up to the bar and be like, can I have a drink? Like, you're waiting ages for a drink now.
Trying to flag some down is a nightmare.
Even the whole like panic, like carrying hand sanitizer everywhere makes you putting sanitizer on. I don't know if that's just me, but there's a topic. Like, everyone's going to be putting that on all the time.
Because I was going to say to you, you don't need to bring your own hand sanitizer with you, but you do, because most places hand sanitizer is disgusting. Yeah. Like,
why does it smell? Yeah. That's the thing, like, everyone is carrying their own because the ones in the shops are just rotten.
That one I had, it literally felt like someone just spat into a bottle.
Oh.
It was like stink breath.
Oh, it's pure liquid.
It literally smelled like butt. It was disgusting.
Ew, I don't know what it smells like, but it literally smells of sweat and smelly socks mixed together, and it's vile. And
it was like the juices from like a gym sock.
No, it's wrong.
It was
But disgusting. It's like, they can surely make it smell nicer, like.
I suppose they don't care.
When you think about
especially because you're eating.
But it's weird, because this is really random, but like when you used to go, you know, when you go to hospital,
right?
There was always hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
You know, hand sanitizer hands, and there's a pump, and it's the nice foam, the nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hospitals always had that, obviously, because it's a hospital. But obviously shops, like, maybe shops always should have had that. Anyway, you know.
It's mental how to think how disgusting we were.
Yeah, the fact there wasn't any of that there. But, how come the hospitals always had the nice sweet foam one? It always smelled nice. It was lovely. And then we get this in the shops. You get in the rotten, sweaty.
Everything just needs to have like the wall one.
But no, they're all not what do you call it when there's no, like, you don't touch anything.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I forget that's called. It's like contactless, but not. It's not card. It's like
touchless.
Touch free.
They're all censored.
There's
like sensors on them.
There's a word for that. I can't think of the word.
Automatic. Dispensers. Automatic dispensers.
Yeah. Or like we've pump ones. That was embarrassing. Yeah. It's a struggle.
But it's like, but the problem with them is, you start doing like the magic magician under it, you're like, oh, and it doesn't work, and then you start to panic, you're all flustered,
you're waiting for it, like,
and you don't know what to do with
yourself. And it's awkward because there's always someone at the door saying, like, hand sanitize, if it's a shop like that, and then you're like awkwardly like.
Also, just to complain some more, you can't hear what anyone says when they have a mask on.
No, it's brilliant.
And I'm not getting into the whole, should you wear it, should you not wear it, but it's just like, they go like, you're like,
you can't hear words, nah.
I'm like,
you can't have a conversation, it's not the same, like.
No, I actually went to Boozum the other day, and they had screens up, like just plastic sheets up and then a mask, and I was like,
yeah, no, it's strange.
I was like,
can't hear.
What?
Was it open? Like, can you get into it now?
Oh yeah, the 50% off deal was on.
So people are sitting inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Sat in Lone Wolf.
People do that. It's vision. Like, people happily go by themselves. Well, like, if you have no friends.
Literally, as I was saying earlier, it's like, if it's music or whatever, do whatever you want. I want to Boozum. I don't care if there's no one to go with me. I'm going to go get it.
I've done that before. I did in French Village.
Yeah, but you were freaking out.
What?
You were freaking out.
That was ages
You're like,
ago,
I'm just going to set my laptop and all out, make it look like I'm doing.
But like, French Village is all very, like, people would know if they've been to French
social.
Village. It's very social. There's always a queue. There's always like big squads of people going in waiting for a table.
Mm-hmm.
There's never just one person by themselves. And if there's one person, you grab a takeaway sandwich. But no, I had to be awkward and go in by myself. I was in the library or something. I wanted food and I knew I wasn't getting home until 8, so I was like, I'll go in. But I sat there with my laptop to make myself look busy, but it was just like a quick in and out, like, but yeah.
I don't mind being alone.
I think it's fine. Like, I think
it
it's
doesn't
just
bother me. You know, I have no issue being on, like, alone and doing nothing with nobody. Like,
no, I'm fine with it as well. Like, I can do things by myself and all, and go get food by myself. I don't need someone to tag along with, you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people who find it really hard to do them things, or to like I don't know, like they need someone to run to the...
Oh, there's people that would have mental breakdowns.
Yeah.
Going into somewhere on
But
their
I don't
own.
think you should be afraid of that. Like, just go for it. As you said, just go for it. Like, why don't be...
Literally go and get yourself food. People always think like, oh, they're like, what a loser, he's sitting there on his own eating his food. I was like, I've never sat in a restaurant and noticed someone sitting on their own and being like, what a weirdo.
Probably because there isn't a restaurant.
Oh no, but you know what I mean, just anywhere for food.
Yeah, like a cafe or cafeteria or like, but yeah, in like around uni places there's also people sitting by themselves because they're always in the library.
But you're not
and
gonna,
like,
yeah, but you're not sitting there being like, look at that loser eating their burrito bowl by
guess what?
themselves.
You're also there by yourself. You're walking down
Yeah, but if
the
I was there with
street
my
by yourself.
mates, you still don't notice it.
No, you don't notice it. You're just like, oh yeah, whatever. Like it's just normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
We should start like a loner society.
And what?
Lonely for lunch, yeah.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
Lonely lunchers.
Yeah, forum, like, and every day you just type in, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if you're in the same area, like, who's going, I'm free for lunch, going here, there's an only me. That would be weird, but, like, would work.
When I did that gig in the church, the second gig I did, remember that weird, like, Methodist church gig I did?
Yeah.
So, like, there was, like, a artsy sort of centre on the side of the Methodist. It was, like, some weird sort of church. So you kind of have to be careful what you said, but they're like, there's actually a decent audience there, but we were kind of told, like, there's going to be members of the congregation here, so be careful.
Yeah,
But they had sold tickets online before you get there, but the tickets were sold through this thing, I can't remember what it was called. It's basically like, it's like lonely people, and like you arrange to meet with other lonely people and go to events.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Oh, that's strange. But then don't judge it, because there could be people watching.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I mean. No, but I was like, this is really cool, because if you're into that and you're like,
no,
like,
things
just because you know, you can have like friends that aren't into the same things as you, and then you find people that are into comedy and want to do comedy. I was like, that's actually really cool.
That's a good idea. Like, I'm sort of like refreshed. I was like, oh god, but I'm just thinking weird. But there's people who live by themselves and don't really have anyone else, or people who come from a different country.
Need to meet friends.
Need to meet people because I don't know anyone here. And I think if that was me in that situation, say I moved to, I don't know, Thailand, as we were talking about earlier, I would be going on to them things and messaging people. That's what you have to do. You have to put yourself out there to meet friends.
You do.
And you actually meet lifelong friends after it all, usually.
Yeah.
Or you can meet weirdos, but you just move on with them. You just
skip
you find new people on the app.
You're not allowed to say weirdos anymore. That's a rule we've got. It's quirky. You make quirky people. So if you hear me ever say I've met some quirky people, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
So maybe not weird, like there could be creepy people too.
You could also, it could be dangerous.
Yeah. So it's, them things are hard. Like it's, yeah.
You just don't know, like, do you?
It's freaky. It's like me right now. I like trying to find a house to live in. I'm like, oh god, like who are these people gonna be? Like, you know, it's
are these
like,
bedsure people's gonna be serial killers? Like,
yeah, like it's just strange. You have to, you're thinking about a lot more. It's not just like, oh, I'm moving in a house with my mates. Like, oh my god, like how do I find a house like with people I don't know?
Yeah.
Like, what if they're strange, or like, what if they could be amazing crack? Like, you don't know, but you want people to be good crack, and you don't want to move in and be like, oh, for frig's sake.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to move in. You don't want to move in
or
your first day and be like, oh, what are you having for dinner? And he's like, oh, sheep liver. You're like, what?
Yeah, yeah. Or like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm going to play
Vampire Club.
Yeah, exactly.
Medieval dress up.
We're playing chess and we're dressing up.
Oh,
like, oh god.
There's nothing wrong with chess. I tried to get into chess for a bit. There's nothing wrong with chess.
Okay, yeah, chess is probably fine. Like,
chess is one of the biggest sports in the world. If it's a sport.
Yeah. People, I play chess and I don't play chess, but like
drafts is different. It's not chess.
I know.
I played drafts once. It's like the same thing. No. Okay.
Okay. I did used to play drafts though when I was younger, but I never really knew the rules of chess or understood them. But like, it's a board game. You do it like with a few drinks if you wanted, but I don't know a big board game person.
No,
so,
me neither.
But some people really are. So
more of an Xbox or gamer like.
Yeah, I don't do them things,
no.
but I won't knock it.
To each their own.
Each to
their own.
Each to their own.
Is that what the saying is?
Each to their own. I'm pretty sure.
Remember we had the big argument about saying it was I was adamant because I'm never wrong in this relationship, even though I'm wrong all the time. But I was saying, what was it? We'll play it by year.
Oh yeah, frick's sake. This is
like this is just like the basic things that cause relationship meltdowns.
Yeah, so like I was like, you play it by ear, and you're like, no, I
started getting all smart and be like, did you say play it by ear as in ear? And you're like, yeah. I was like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I'm not. Like, it's play it by ear, E-R, and you're like, no, it's play it by year, and I'm like, no, it's not. But I'm pretty sure it's ear, and I remember
because I tried to convince you. Then I was like, "Will you play it by ear? Because what is ear?" And then we sort of agreed. You play it by what you hear. Ear.
You play it by ear, like you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but whenever you hear it, I'll let you know.
Yeah, like you don't play it by ear. You're not waiting a year. You're like, oh yeah, we'll see what happens in a year, and then we'll suss out what we want for dinner. No, we'll play it by ear what we want for dinner. But play it by year what we want for dinner. Yeah, 1 year passes. Like, oh yeah, we'll have the chicken curry we were talking about a year ago. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So it's here. I'm pretty sure that was the one time I think right.
No, you've been right lots of times.
Oh, thank you.
Don't make me come across as if I'm in...
Mr. Right.
I do push the agenda that I'm right, that I think I'm right lots of times.
Change your surname to Wright, Sean Wright.
I could actually... There actually is a Sean Wright. Sean Wright Phillips, he was a footballer.
Oh,
yeah. Good son of the famous Ian Wright.
Oh, okay.
That used to play for Arsenal.
Fact of the day, there.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
And I don't have a middle name, so that could actually work perfectly. Sean Wright McAleavey.
No. We'll leave it. What I suggest, I don't know.
Sean, you know what? I have never had a second name, and that's it.
Oh no, you sound cocky now.
Sean never wrong McAleavey.
No, leave it. I shouldn't have.
I was robbed.
About this.
I was robbed at confirmation. My confirmation name was meant to be Sean Thierry Henry McAleavey.
Yeah, you tweeted about that recently.
Devastated.
Yeah.
Sean Thierry Henry McAleavey. That would have been class.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Have you any closing thoughts before we wrap up? We're just over the hour mark, so any closing thoughts or anything you want to filter through, or a wee review of how you felt this has gone?
I just want to say, yeah, thanks for having me on. I didn't want to come on initially, but
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh well.
I don't know if this will ever make the hour. I think it might.
Oh well,
but
we'll see.
You're the first ever guest. If this doesn't make the air, we'll tell the next person they're the first ever guest to make them. Well, they can be the first real guest.
Yeah,
because you're not real. You don't exist.
Yeah, you can have people who've done it before or whatever. But yeah, no, I felt very comfortable, very chilled. It was nice to talk. This has also been over an hour. It felt like 20 minutes. I mean, I'm dying for a drink, so
well, you have water there.
I know, but I didn't want to pick it up. But it's actually been quite successful.
All guests for the future, we have a full beer fridge here and stuff there, so all drinks and all are catered for.
Yeah.
I do present water, so you weren't
and I didn't
thirsty.
offer a beer. Oh.
You weren't gonna have one. We had some WKD in there for options, so which you passed on, so that was your own fault.
I'm driving, that's why I passed.
And you're not a big drinker these days either, so
I like a drink.
It's also
it's
4 o'clock. It was 3 o'clock when you got here, so
what time is it now? 5?
Oh no, wait. We started at 4. Oh,
it's all good, yeah.
So we're not going to give you a beer.
No, it was very successful, and hopefully you're happy with how it went, and I'm happy, and congratulations on your new SMAC.
Hopefully people are looking forward to more people coming on.
Yeah.
And hopefully you've made it this far. There could be no one listening at this stage.
Yeah, I know, this is quite deep in our end. People aren't going to listen.
Well, listen.
I'm going on a bit here, but yeah, people aren't, like, I know myself, I'm not going to listen for a full block of an hour, like, I'm not, you listen in bits, but you might
For people that are interested in podcasting, I want to get in to start listening to podcasts, here's my advice. Put it on in the car.
Yeah. And listen
I can't listen to people talk whenever I'm doing work in the background and stuff, like, because it's their words and I'm trying to think of my words in my head, like,
it just
stuff like
muddles all together.
Sit down, just have it play in the background.
Yeah, probably the car's best. I don't know, because I don't do it. I feel like I should take your recommendation and do that.
Yeah.
I did put on,
because I hate the radio.
I put on a podcast coming home from, it was like some radio show that had like a musician on, like a music one that I knew, and they were on a podcast. So I tried to listen to it. But yeah, I don't have a good Bluetooth thing. My speakers are really low, so I couldn't really hear it. But yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
I did try that.
Here's what makes Joe Rogan's podcast the biggest podcast in the world. He has the most interesting people on, and you want to listen to them. You might not be into podcasts. I wasn't into podcasts whenever I started listening to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, oh, the Joe Rogan podcast. I was like, did you see this guy that was talking to, who even was it?
Yeah, this is about random stuff done. It's like, oh my
people
God.
You never get to hear from.
Yeah,
so that's what I mean. This is the other end of it. I'm not working with mass people you never get to hear from. I'm working with people that never get the opportunity to get their voice heard.
Yeah, which is really nice. Thank you.
So if you're a fan of Aislinn Fegan and you like to get the insight, we actually didn't even talk about music or the banjo. I didn't even ask you any formal banjo questions. Yeah, you actually asked me nothing. Because that's the next episode. That's what you. Yeah, well, everyone's invited back at any time they want.
Yeah, because you told me that you're probably asking about banjo and stuff like that there. Like,
well, I said I didn't really want to.
Yeah, but I thought I would have got one or two, or like even uni, or like my new job, or what I think about different things.
Yeah, we're done.
I got none of that.
We'll just sort of talk about us.
Yeah, just random
stuff. Me.
Yeah.
This is the Aislinn Fegan talking to Sean podcast. Didn't really ask you much.
Yeah, it was more of a chat. We're just sort of like jumping off each other.
You're sort of getting the vibe of what this is going to be.
It's not like interviewing.
Hopefully after this, you get a better idea of what we're about and a wee bit of crack and like how I like to go on about things and how you like to go on about things. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up. If you have any guest that you want on in the future, or you feel like you want to come on yourself, literally never hesitate to message me. I message people all the time on Instagram that I've never spoken to. Even if you don't know them.
I'm sure a lot of people do it. You just pop up to people like.
Well, you've said it was like you sort of give me looks sometimes. Go, why are you messaging them? Like, if it's like a complete random person and I see them doing something like fair play, class, go for it. These are things. So I always do it. Don't be shy to reach out. Even if you don't even have to be someone that has something like an influencer following. You could have 10 followers, no Instagram account. I don't care. If you want to come on and have a chat, more than welcome.
Why not?
Yeah.
I felt comfortable.
You enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it. I felt comfortable, and yeah, definitely do.
I feel like this is a sales pitch now for it, but yeah. So
not even, because I didn't want to come on initially.
Exactly.
I'm
I don't think anyone did.
Maybe I'm just happy because I'm done.
Yeah, and you're happy now because you're like, thank God, someone get me some food.
I'm like, yeah,
someone give me food and a beer out of that fridge.
Yeah. Just gonna open it now. But yeah. Very good.
So that's all good. People in the music scene, if you're listening as well and you're watching because Aislinn's here, don't be afraid to get in touch either, because that's a good segment. I'd love to talk about more people in the music scene.
Yeah, you don't really understand all that too.
Exactly.
So
I want to pick people's brains on things I don't understand about as well.
Yeah.
And get.
Well, you never really picked mine, so you should pick them.
But I pick your. Yeah, I have to talk to you on a daily basis. This isn't the only chance I get to talk to you. Like.
That's true. Yeah.
So I know quite a bit from you anyway.
Me.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No.
But yeah, we're striking on here. So basically, guys, thanks everyone so much for listening. Hopefully, this one does make the air and it's good, and Aisling lets me put it off, because I've actually had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate her being the first guest on, because it took a bit of courage, because I've always had the idea and the vision of doing this, and maybe it's daunting for other people. Probably daunting for you.
Yeah, it was daunting.
Yeah, but you got through it. You're fine. You seemed like you had a good time. You said you enjoyed yourself. I had an absolute blast. Hopefully, everyone listening had a blast. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, leave some feedback, tell me who you want on. I think I mentioned as well, check out Gabriel's music and stuff, because he's released new stuff and he's produced music for me, so thanks to him. Likes, comments, give it a share, tell your friends, word of mouth, all that good stuff. And yeah, we're also available on all podcasting platforms like Spotify, Anchor, Beaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. So yeah, that'll do it, folks, and thank you so much all for listening. We'll see you all again very, very soon with more guests. Goodbye.
Bye.